It's a winner chicken dinner sort of a day, because today we're rolling out not one, not two, but 3 chicken dinner champions to add to your menu rotation. I've already told Chef Nettie Frank I'm making all of them. I know it. They're on my meal plan for the coming week. She joins me in the kitchen to share the recipes. I get so excited to see you. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Here's the thing. You have taste, sister. You know these are 3 of your favorite chicken dinners.
Yes, they are. And it's also very simple, too. And that's, that's how I like to cook. So it's got that comfort. And listen, we're going to start with this rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, I know the main event.
So we know we pass Costco and we grab this rotisserie chicken and then we're like, well, what do we do with it? You know, my husband would probably just eat the whole thing, but I'm going to show you really quickly how to get all that wonderful meat. You could get out of 1 rotisserie chicken at least 3 meals for a family of 4.
Really?
Yes.
That's more than I would think.
Right.
Okay.
So that's why these are fantastic, and they're like, what, $4 or $5?
Yeah.
So really cost effective
economical.
too.
You're a gloves on kind of a girl.
I know. So I've got gloves. I always have like medical type gloves, whatever. So, okay, first of all.
Well, this is surgery. It's about to go down.
Yeah, so you want to peel off the skin. If you want to keep the skin, great. Fry it up so it's kind of crispy. That's totally up to you. But first, we want to just get to the breast meat right here, right? So that you're going to be ripping off and shredding. That's all that beautiful white meat, and you can shred it. Now, if you can see right here, this is the tenderloin right down there. So that's like your chicken tenderloin, okay?
Gosh.
So you're going to pull that out,
teaching us anatomy.
Yes.
Chicken anatomy.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to be pulling all of that off, okay? So there's you can see how much chicken there is. Now, let me show you the dark meat. There's a little elastic band on this because they got to keep it together for a second. Undo that. You're going to come over here to the hip. It's really bad that I use the hip bone and all that stuff.
Connected to the thigh bone.
But see how that pops out just like that?
Yeah, the hip does that.
So now, it sure does.
It happens.
We have moments.
Happens to all of us.
Right? So this is all your beautiful dark meat that's got a little bit more fattier texture to it, right?
Yeah, good
But
flavor.
there is a piece that people forget.
What?
You can take off the wing as well and get that meat off of there. But right here, if you can see, this is called the oyster meat. It's right on the very back. That is a great piece of meat that gets missed all the time.
Okay.
So just make sure you don't forget that little oyster. It looks like an oyster. That's why it's called
the oyster meat. I didn't know, but now I know.
Yeah. So then after you totally get all of the meat off of it, you can take that, the skeleton of it, put your trimmings of your onions, your carrots, your celery, and you're going to put it into a stock pot, fill it up with water, and now boil it for about 4 hours, and you've got chicken stock, homemade chicken stock.
Just using the skeleton, the bones?
Yes. Yeah. So stock is made from bones. Broth is made from meat because there's more fat in the meat.
Was I supposed to know that?
You know, and a lot of people don't know it. A lot of people, it's totally good.
Okay.
It's totally good. So that's the difference between stock and broth. So when you're going to buy broth, you know it's going to be fattier. It kind of has that like oil kind of look on it. Yeah. It's because it's from the meat and the fat.
Okay, so I boil it for 4 hours in water and I have stock.
Yep, with the onions, carrots, celery, parsley, throw it all in there.
You're so smart.
You're good. So, next meal, you ready?
First meal, yeah, what are we making?
Oh yeah, sorry.
I mean, we've got the stock going, we'll use that.
Next item.
But the first meal is what?
We're gonna be doing our ravioli with a butternut squash.
Okay.
So I have some onions that I've sauteed here and some olive oil. Now we're gonna use some fresh pasta. This is the only way I like to do fresh pasta.
You're not boiling it.
Oh no, ma'am. We don't need to do that.
Really?
Yes. This is so fantastic with the ravioli. So we want a nice pan sear. So you want your pan to be nice and hot, which it is right now. And so we're just gonna let those start searing on both sides. And you can add a little bit more olive oil if you'd like. But I'm going to, while it browns up, it's actually cooking the pasta because it's fresh. The dry stuff needs that water moisture to rehydrate it.
To reconstitute
The fresh pasta does not.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so we just want to get this to get like nice browning on it.
Learning so much today, my brain's tired. Okay.
So see how it's already starting to cook it?
Yeah.
And it crisps it up.
Nice.
I even like to put this on like a charcuterie board of just like saute the ravioli and have like pesto marinara like off the side.
Delicious, and use it as a dippable.
Yes. So we're just gonna let that keep sauteing. Now I've got some beautiful fresh sage from my garden that we are going to chiffonade. Chiffonade's the same technique that we use with basil, right? To get that perfect like long strands, yes.
Yeah.
So you're gonna stack up all the leaves.
And this is from your garden?
It is, yes. I love my herb garden. So knuckles to the blade, right? And we're just gonna chop really fast.
So soothing. I say it every time. Chef with her knife. Could just watch that all day.
Right? So now I'm going to add that fresh
those are bigger pieces than I would think, but okay.
Yeah. You can chop it up finer if you want.
No, I do what
like
you do.
This.
I do what you do.
I like this. And then we're gonna add a little butter because now we want some of that brown butter happening, right? We want to get it to be...
This is amazing.
So after this starts sauteing, we're gonna season it with some salt and pepper.
Get on off of that.
There we go. And then we're going to add our butternut squash puree. Now, how do we make our butternut squash puree?
Please tell us.
Let me tell you.
I hoped you would.
Get your oven set at 400 degrees. Now, we can cut up the butternut squash, which has a very thick, here, let's just demonstrate it, right? Has a very thick core, but you're just gonna peel it off I'll just do a quick one. You know me.
Go, girl.
So we're gonna just peel off those edges like that. You can buy the butternut squash already cut, but this is how you're gonna get down to that.
Got it.
The fleshy side.
And then cube it and roast it.
Cube it, yep. So we're gonna toss some of it onto
a
cookie sheet. If you wanna drizzle olive oil onto that, and then a little salt, a little pepper. Perfect, 400 degrees. That's gonna be beautiful. So
and then blend that.
20, 25 minutes.
Okay.
And then just throw it in your blender, and you now have your puree, which is great. You can do this with carrots. You can do this with sweet potatoes.
Any veggie.
Yes.
For a puree.
Yes.
Okay.
Look at these. Is that beautiful?
That is beautiful.
Or what? I mean, they are just popping up and cooking. See that?
There they are. Look how beautiful it is on a plate. So you did kind of a smear of the puree, the butternut squash puree, and then you've got the chicken with the ravioli on top. Nettie, that looks amazing.
So this is where your shredded chicken is now.
Add the chicken into the skillet to heat it through.
So everything's getting nice and hot, and then the very last thing you're going to add is your puree. And you
add that to the skillet too?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you just want it to be nice and hot.
Hot. Mix it all together.
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait to make this.
Yes.
You are amazing to me. Okay, two other recipes really quickly.
All right, so the next one we have is our white bean chicken chili. I almost stuttered there, but.
You got it.
All right, so we've got the white beans. I use a salsa verde because this is really great, easy. Always rinse your beans, okay? So make sure you rinse off any of that yuck stuff from it. We don't need it. Dice up potatoes. Another tip, if you are in a hurry, you can get the frozen potatoes that are in chunks in the hash brown section.
I do that.
So
it's
that's
a time saver. Yeah.
Yes, it is a great time saver. So you can definitely use that if you would like to.
Okay.
And then we're gonna add the salsa verde, saute it with onions, fresh cilantro, the chicken. You're gonna add chicken stock to it and let it just come to a boil so it cooks those potatoes.
And now that I know what chicken stock is and how to make it at home, I can do that. What's our third recipe?
All right, now we've got enchiladas. This is a great honey chicken lime enchiladas.
Ooh.
Again, also great. My tip for that is make sure your counter's clean. I lay out whether it's all the flour tortillas or corn tortillas, and then I make the filling, right, with honey, the salsa verde, fresh lime juice, and the chicken, and just mix it up with some cheddar cheese. We're gonna fill it. I add more cheddar cheese to it.
Why not?
Roll it up. I put a little bit of the sauce on the bottom, sauce on top, lots of cheese on top.
Did we mention cheese?
I love cheese so much. It makes me happy. And then we're just gonna drizzle with a little bit of sour cream.
Chefy till the very end. We adore you. I adore you, Nettie. You are the best. We have learned from the best today, and her sharing 3 of her favorite chicken recipes is the gift of the day. You can find them on our website. We'll link you to hers. Yes. You're always sharing great tips, kitchen advice, recipes. Where can we connect?
So Chef Nettie Frank on Instagram, and in my bio has the link to my Amazon account or my website, but we are doing a lot of fun stuff with Amazon as far as like all the different kitchen equipment or even all my Halloween decorations. And it's Prime Day, I think, this next few days or something. So
good sales.
Anyways, there's lots of fun stuff there.
Well, we want to know what the chef stocks in her kitchen. So her Amazon store has that. And so go peruse and just see all of the cool chefy gadgets and Halloween decorations, a bonus. Thank you so much, Nettie.
Thanks for having me.
Great job.
Thanks.